Mike. Oh my God. Okay. I nothing had been coming through. Yep. Okay. Now we're good. Can't hear anything. Can't see anything. It's completely scuffed. It was completely scuffed. All right. Now we're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry, folks. It took me a second to figure it out. I was just like talking to myself here. Gungba could not get the lob, and Florida comes down with the rebound on that one as Haminia goes to the bench after a fall that did not look very good, but that might be an ankle sprain there. So, and Kate, that is going to be two more for Florida. That is Thomas Hall. Hall? Boozer for three? Oh my God. Okay, he knocks that one down. So both of our big men seem to just be shooting threes right now. 6-4 as Duke has hit 2 3-pointers, all from the outside. Duke getting everything from the outside right now. Florida getting everything from the inside. A bit of a backwards game, I suppose. Here's Boogie Fland coming around. 3 on the way from no. Wow, that was a brick from Condon. Way off, actually. Way off to the right. Foster bringing it up the court. Sar here. That three's not going to go. Sar, who had to sub in for Haminia. Herbert, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I did, actually. It was a very nice week. For those that joined us on Thanksgiving night, actually for the Arkansas game, thank you very much for joining us there. That was a lot of fun. Haug, I thought that was almost a travel, but he held that right foot, that pivot foot down there, so all good. And what was everybody's favorite dish there? Mine have to be the yams again. Nick, welcome. I saw Archangel's here too, and Herbert's here. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Isaiah Evans around the Gungba curl comes up short as it's 6-all here. Blue Devils and Gators. As Boogie Flan tries to make his way around Foster, but he can't. Great defense by Caleb Foster so far tonight. Lee, short 2. No, in and out. Up ahead to Foster from Boozer. And that was almost a foul as Foster started his drive there. Being guarded right now by Chinyulu. And what do we have? No shot. We have a foul on the floor. We have a foul on the floor by who exactly? What was that? All right, now I got to fix the camera somehow. Configure. It's just not working. Why is it? There was a foul on Boogie Fland. Okay, it was a foul on Florida, so Duke will retain possession. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, let's add another one. Add. Window. Game. Display. Video. Okay. Why does that work, but that not work? Why does that work, but the other one not work? Why is that so weird? That's so weird. I must have plugged it into a different port. That must be what happened. I must have plugged it into a different port or a different USB. Anyway, Catfin, welcome in. Hey Nick, how you doing? Nicholas, welcome in, Nicholas. I have to eat a snack. I have to confess, I haven't even had dinner yet. Like, oh, you missed that whole. You all missed my whole like intro part. Like, I just got off a plane back here in Texas, literally an hour ago. So, oh, now I have to go get my Duke shirt. One sec. Okay. These headphones go this way. Okay. I had to get the Duke shirt. I had to find the black one that matches the unis tonight. So there we go. We're in the black Duke shirt. Duke wins 6-way tiebreaker to get the ACC title game in football. Man, that ACC title game thing is one of the most hilarious bits of the whole, last week in college football has been one of the most hilarious things I have ever seen. I mean, it's incredible, to be honest. I don't actually know if Duke has started really, slow, per se. I don't really like the fact that, the majority of our shots are all coming from, well beyond the arc, and, we haven't seemed to be able to establish much of an inside presence. And, somehow we have 9 points. How did we have... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, the Caleb Foster 3 counted. Okay, that's bizarre. I was going to say, did I just, teleport in time? Okay, no, 9-6, Duke, Florida. As the Caleb, the foul on Boogie Fland is good, and that's a foul on Malik Brown. I'm repping the green and gold all week for good luck to beat Chicago for the Packers there, Archangel. Yeah, I mean, what a week for Duke sports, right? You have this game tonight, but this isn't even the biggest game on the for Duke basketball this week. The biggest game for Duke basketball is the one in East Lansing on Saturday, and then at night there's the ACC championship, which is ridiculous. I can't remember another Duke sporting week of, oh my goodness, Condon just threw that one down over our heads. I can't remember another week in Duke sports that had so much high profile and things were it was big stakes, right? Malik Brown was late getting that inside to Caden. Here goes Cam, and that'll be off the foot there of Hanlogden. It's crazy. We've played basketball and football games together on the same day. Typically, sometimes what happens is that the start of the basketball season, that first home game, it just happens to fall on a Saturday. That where you also play football at home. That's happened before, but the football game is and certainly the basketball game is against one of the cupcake games or whatever. So there's no stake. It's nothing involved. Obviously you're gonna win it. Yo, what's up, TSG? TJSGM fan. There we go. I think that's Tim. Welcome in. But yeah, I can never think of a game. I've never found a week in Duke sports that has this much for us to feast on. So this will be Florida ball because it did. Could I go into detail about how Duke got into the ACC title game? Yeah, we can go review the tiebreaker scenario. Remind me. It's actually pretty funny. It's actually when you see all the tiebreakers, it's even funnier because the final tiebreaker is literally pull names out of a hat. And we didn't get to that one, but that would have been hilarious. All right, so that's a Duke turnover here, and that'll be a Florida score, and that is 10-9. So all of Florida's points coming in the paint, all twos. All of Duke's points coming from beyond the arc, all threes. We're at 10-9. Again, I'm not really sure that's the recipe of success here as Caden turns it over on the way in, and it's a 2-on-1 for Florida, and they scuffed it. And Duke comes up with it, and now Duke has transition going the other way. Come on, push the ball down the floor. Evans, and that is a block on 7. Clav, what? Clavzar. Yeah. Push the ball down the floor, boys. Run it. How did the women do in soccer? I'm not sure. Looks like Hymenia is getting ready to check back in. And Mike Krzyzewski is in the building. He is... Mike and Debbie are in the building. The woman over to Krzyzewski's right, with the camera's left, is his daughter there. Nice pass there to Malik Brown, who just got lost inside. His daughter, Debbie, who used to basically run the front office? The back office? Let's call it the back office, I guess, for all of Duke basketball. I don't know if she still does. I assume maybe she does not, but it was a family business there. Darren Harris into the game now here for the Blue Devils. Is Florida having a real tough time of it? And this is 5 seconds on a rainbow. And Duke comes up with it as one of the Florida players is into the Cameron Crazy section. Cam Boozer going down the floor and will draw a foul. Nice. On hand logged in. And I love the little, like, these last 2 possessions, really pushing the ball in transition has been really good. Oh, the men's lost? Oh, that's no good. So Cam Boozer going to go to the free throw line. So 1 of 2, and yeah, 1 of 2 there. I'm really hoping that the free throws don't come back. There's going to be one game where the free throws just come back to bite us. It was not the Arkansas game. We got away with that one. We'll see here. 3 on the way by Florida, and that's the first one for the Florida Gators to hit. Number 7, Clavzar nails that one from the elbow. 13-12, back and forth we go here. No team really able to get much separation so far as Caden goes around and gives it over to his buddy Cam, his brother Cam, who thought about the 3, but is just going to muscle his way in. Oh my goodness, he just goes in on Shinyulu and just says, "This is my paint." Well, and that's going to be a turnover for the Gators as they were trying to get the pick and roll to go. The little 2-man game, a little too fancy as Hymenia is back in. Doesn't look like there's any tape on the ankle, so everything looks okay there. Hymenia trying to get it inside. No, goes cross. Oh my gosh, Nick, what was that? I mean, you could have just gotten it to Cam down low. I don't know what the... Oh my god. Man. That was not good. All right. Wrong screen. What the? Screen 1, please. Thank you. Continue. So we were at, so the men's, y'all were saying that men's lost. What? They lost to Akron? That's weird. Wait, no, that's November 30th. Oh, wait, no, that is right. NCAA tournament. FD, okay. They beat number 3 Princeton, and then they lost. Oh, man. That sucks. Is Akron that good at soccer? That is so random. That is like so random, man. What is that? Damn, that's unfortunate. I guess that's kind of how soccer goes, though. It looks like the women are Is this NCAA tournament? Oh, this is Elon, UCF, Kansas, Washington. Is this the final? Oh, it's the final four. Oh, okay. It's the final four. That's kind of cool. The women are in the final four, and they play Friday the 5th at 8:45. That's East Coast time, I think. That's cool. Yeah, that is really cool, actually. Okay, so our women play number 1 Stanford, and if they pull an upset, they play the winner of Florida. Am I reading this right? Duke 3-0, Duke 2. Oh, I see. That's that they won by. Okay, Duke won 3-0, Stanford won 5-1. Okay, got it. Florida State won 4-1. Okay, so should they pull the upset, they will play the winner of Florida State or TCU. Okay, and it looks like they're the second game on Friday night. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I'll have to write that one down for my Friday night. All right, good. Back into the action. As Cam has hit the bench for a quick breather at the 12-minute timeout. I feel like it's very similar to like when Cooper Flagg would go to the bench last year. It's like the same timing. It's like that 12-minute. Lee drives in and gets fouled by Caden. Questionable foul call. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm done with my yogurt. Ready to focus. Let's go. So Xavier and Lee, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and we are tied at 14 as a result of that. Darren Harrison, as with Caden, Gungba, Hamenya, and Malik Brown. Nice shot fake by Hamenya, although he can't actually get it to go. Malik Brown can't get the... Oh, you can't get the layup after the rebound. That is going to be one that we wanted back. Condon gets it back outside. Klavzar in and out. He hit 1-3 already. It goes off the leg of Chinyelu, and that'll go back to Duke. One and done on the offensive end for the Gators, as Duke has substitutions coming in with, I think, Evans and Foster. Malik Brown still in the game, and Cam is also back in, so Foster resumes point guard duties here for the Blue Devils, as Lee gives it back up to Boogie Fland, and Chinyelu comes up top for the screen. Gungba now, so the switch on Fland, a bit of a mismatch, and Malik Brown with the extension of the hands, who almost gives it back as Foster almost lost it, coming back up the court. Foster trying to drive baseline, gets stuck, has to give it back outside to Gungba, and that's a foul on Boogie Fland there for the reach-in that he could not come up with. That was an ambitious reach-in, and good for Gungba to stay strong on that one, though, and not give it up. What's up, bud? There you go. There's the pup. If he wasn't, like, directly behind me, it would be... You could offset the camera or something. So 2 on Boogie Fland. And Cam over to Evans. 6 seconds on the shot clock as Evans picks up his dribble. And now Cam is going to take the 3. Oh, he's going to hit it! This could be a big game for Cam Boozer, boys and girls. He's got 9 so far. Goodness, and he's 2 of 3 from the outside. He hasn't even gotten going inside, and he's got it going from the beyond the arc. Chinyalu looking for Condon down low because he's got the mismatch on Evans. He has to get it back outside the Lee as Malik Brown leaves his feet. Goodness. As Malik Brown leaves his feet and just runs into Lee. There we go. There. Now the pup is fully in frame. That is why you all come here, to see the dog. Condon almost lost it. Actually, they're going to say it's a double triple. So another Florida turnover here. That is the 4th. And actually, both teams have 4. Florida not shooting as well, though. 38% from the field and only 17% from 3. They've only hit 1. The Blue Devils shooting 50% from across the board here. We do not need to rely so heavily on Cam to win us these games because he's not... Yeah, Isaiah Evans for 3. That fadeaway jump shot, no good. Boozer almost came down with the rebound. I mean, well, like last year we were relying on, Flag and Knipple, to be honest. The 3 just get lost defensively there. What a lapse by the Blue Devils as we didn't get the switch right. That was bad defense. That was actually kind of like the first bad defensive play. Evans going to drive in and finish with the left as he goes in on Xavier Lee. Guard on guard action, and our guard gets the better of it. I mean, we really need to see Wu emerges as the second, like the consistent second and the consistent third scorer. Because, yeah, I agree. Like last year it was fairly obvious. Haug takes another 3. Oh, that was a brick. And, okay, no foul on Condon, or we got a foul somewhere? There's a foul on 11? There's a foul on 21 on Gungba. No. What? What did they just call? Oh, the shot clock reset. 11 seconds. Yeah, Shire was all over that one. The shot clock should not have reset. 10 seconds to go here. Lee being guarded by Evans as Lee takes 3. Another brick. I don't think that hit the rim either. Both of these Florida's 3s are just going off. Oh my gosh, what a block. Hogg kind of sized it up, but Cam Boozer gets the rebound and we have a flag. We have a foul. And this will be a shooting foul, I think. Man, what a block by the Florida player, man. He just comes in flying. He sized that one up from the other side of the paint. That was crazy. Wow. Okay. 5 fouls against Florida, 3 fouls against Duke. Nobody's shooting. Duke gets the baseline out of bounds here. Duke, we're usually pretty good with these plays here. We're going to get it to Gungba. We're going to run the three-point shooter play. No, we're not. We're just going to clear it out. An ISO for Gungba and Lee. That is a mismatch. It goes back to Foster. Actually, that is short. Oh, that was short the second he left his hand. The right idea. Poorly executed, though. And, wow. That was emphatic. Evans can't get that. Was a quick one. Oh, Darren Harris with an effort play who steals it away. Foster going to go one-on-one against Haug, and that should be a foul. And he will go to the free throw line as Haug picks up 1. Haug with 11 right now. Haug goes from just demolishing a block on one side to hitting on the other. That is the throwdown on the other. That is impressive. Wow, 19 all. Very impressive here. I mean, this is high quality basketball from both teams. You gotta just really love it right now. And the dog decided to go. Why did you go over to the door, bud? What are you doing over there? Your food is over here. All right. Quick stat check here as we go. No, not the play-by-play. All right, now he's eating his food. So the foul situation is sort of interesting. What do we have? 5 on Florida, 3 on Duke. Although I guess the refs have kind of held the whistle okay for a little bit. But yeah, Duke really shooting it well from beyond the three-point line. 4 of 11 for the time being. And now the field goal percentage is kind of evened out. Duke has missed a couple shots, especially down in the paint. Let's see, field goals, we are 7 of 17, and Florida is 8 of 20. And that is 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. So 11 of the 17 shots from the outside, which gives us a remaining 6, and then we're 3 for 6 on the inside there. So I guess it is technically 50%, but I don't think we've really controlled the paint as well as Florida. If we kind of scroll down to I don't know, showing it here. Scroll down to the paint points down here for a second. Yeah, 12-6 at the moment here. Gators doubling us up in the paint. And 2 second chance points there for Duke. 5 points on turnovers, 3. I'm not really worried about this one just yet. Both teams have turned the ball over 4 times, I think it is. 5 and 4. So it's not too crazy on the turnovers right now. But yeah, the assists are sort of 3 assists, 7 buckets. But so far, so good. I mean, I think this is the game that we kind of expected, right, chat? Like, this is it's one of the best teams in the SEC. It's a defending national title. Coming into Cameron, man, they're 5 and 2. Where is this one? They're 5 and 2, and they put up 80-something points per game. It's pretty crazy. Where is that one? Yeah, 85.9, like 86 points per game, but they do let up 70. So, like, it's going to be the struggle to see if Duke can actually, like, what can we keep Florida down to? We didn't do as good a job against Arkansas. I think Arkansas kind of the first team to really score against us. Certainly break that 60 mark, but I mean, in the end, we were able to pull away here. Or pull away in that one, rather. Dame Sarr back in, and you've got Sarr, Foster, Harris, Camden Boozer, and Patrick Gungba here as Foster shanks a free throw. We're facing a veteran squad in these Florida Gators because there are a lot of seniors and juniors, and a lot of people have played in a national title game, even though we probably should have played in that national title game too. It is kind of interesting to me, though. It's not an exact, like, a 1-for-1 to that national title game, but it kind of does kind of give you a sense of, like, how that game may have gone. Which is to say that it would have been pretty even, at least through the first half. I think that, well, it's more different from our side than from the Florida side, honestly. But Lee gets it off the basket. That is a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. That hits the side of the backboard. They do have the tallest player. I don't think he's come in yet, though. Like, I'm pretty sure he's on a shot clock. It's kind of hard to play when you're like 7'9". Something crazy. Foster driving, gets it back outside to Gungba, who's going to take 3 again. The big man can hit it. The big man does hit it. 2 3-pointers for Patrick Gungba. The soft Cameron rims are kind to that one. And Duke extends to a 4-point lead, the biggest lead for either team tonight, off of the Gungba 3 and the 1 free throw make from Foster as Sarr gets beat baseline, but good help by Gungba here, and Florida has to reset the offense. Clavzar now trying to work on Camden Boozer, doing behind the back, way too much dribbling, almost turns it over. Clavzar, nope, way too much dribbling. Too fancy, and Gungba stuffs him. Now Foster there, and Logman gets in the front of it, but Gungba finishes with the left. Duke on a 6-point run here. Outside to Hogg, who's just hit everything. No, misses. Duke with another opportunity here as Florida has gone cold from the floor. Duke on a 6-0 run since we came back from the under 8 timeout, and now Cameron is about to go crazy. If Duke hits a shot here, you got to call timeout. Florida has got to call timeout because Cameron's going to go nuts. You do not want this crowd to really, really get into it. But Boozer for 3, no. Oh. Ah! Lee, blocked by Gungba. There's like times when like you just like the tension in Cameron. It's not really tension. It's like there's like an energy level, and you can just like feel that it's ready to just go off. And like if you're in the building, if you're ever in that building, you'll know exactly what I mean. But these are like these like pivotal moments in the game where you got Duke by 6 in the moment, and we have a challenge on the possession. Oh, Duke is challenging the call. Let's see if the replay shows us anything. This is called as Florida ball. I think Gungba blocked it. I think this stays with Florida. Gungba was complaining that, Lee was complaining that Gungba kind of hit him on the forearm, but he definitely got ball. He got ball first, so that's legit right there. It does kind of hit his left forearm, to be honest. I think on that final shot, it kind of does show that it hits his forearm, but anyway. Yeah, the performance of Howe tonight, not really a surprise. He's averaging 18 points and 8 rebounds per game, so he's already got 12. He's well on his way there. Alex Condon, number 21, is averaging about 16 points per game. Yeah, Olivier Rioux, we have not seen. Okay. So Duke will lose the timeout. Oh, we don't lose the timeout? We do lose the timeout, yeah. It essentially like a failed challenge counts as a timeout, essentially, because you stopped the game. So, all right. We resume here with 20 on the shot clock as Florida retains possession. And Condon was looking for an opportunity to get it in down low to Chinyalu, but he can't. And now Condon, and we have a tug of the jersey by Caleb Foster. That'll be actually a pretty easy call. What's up, bud? Three from Florida, no. Klavjar does not connect. He hit his first, but he's missed since. And so we are 2 of 11 for the Gators from 3, and Duke still has the 6-point lead, and Cameron trying to get and will the team into it. Pick and roll action there, 2-man game between the Boozer twins, and 1, baby! Let's go! Cam Boozer cannot be stopped. Florida is throwing literally everything at him between Chinyelu and Condon, and they cannot get this to work. They have both big men in there. They're sort of going between them. They cannot get it to work. That's the second foul on Chinyelu. Or it's the first. But anyway. Cam just does whatever he wants. Oh, that's a lane violation. That's a lane violation by Condon. As Boozer's going to get another one because he missed, so... And he hits that one. So thankfully, we got a second chance at it. So we'll wipe away the miss. It doesn't even count. And 5 minutes to go. Duke is up by 9. 9-0 run here in the last 3 minutes as Howe goes in and lays it in with the right hand. Little stops the Duke run there at 9-2. Caden being guarded by Boogie Flan. They're trying to go with the 2-man game again. Caden's just going to go with the floater in the right hand as the pass was going to get cut off to Cam anyway. So good decision there by Caden to take it himself. Duke still by 9 here. We trade buckets and Chinyelu. Oh, yeah, John, can't believe that either. Oh, man. It probably would have been a bucket. So that was maybe a bucket-saving foul. But now it's Foster on him, and Chinyalu's just going to take this one. That's probably the shot we wanted, as the rebound just lands up in the face of Gungba. So that works out for us, actually. Chinyalu took the shot, although he probably should have gotten it to his buddy Condon, and Boozer is going to go up and around Howe. It just doesn't matter. Boozer's got 14. Duke by 11. Florida's in big trouble right now. If this does not work and Duke scores... Okay, Boogie Flan has got to hit this 3. No. And, they recover the offensive board. Shire not happy about that one. Boogie Flan here. Klavjar, no. And we got a 3. They threw him down. Florida foul, yep. As Caden hits the deck. And we've hit the under 4 timeout. So far, so good, boys and girls. This has gone very good for us here. That was very impressive. We have, really put the gas, hit the gas here, accelerated this. Well, I don't think Duke would be number 1 should they win this. Although, because, Michigan is number 1, right? I mean, Michigan completely stopped their competition last week. Or Michigan is number 1 in the net. For sure. So far, 5 for 3. I mean, Florida. It is probably very loud in Cameron. I agree. I mean, you can hear it. Yeah, Florida's pretty much stuck right now. 9 of 20. 9 of 29. Look at the split box. That is the split box. No, this is what I wanted. Yeah, here Duke is on an extended 13-2 run. This is what I wanted to say. It's 5 for 6. Yeah, 5 of their last 6. And the 3-point shot has actually not quite worked for us here late, but this run has been really made by going inside. If we go back to let's go back to the points in the paint. Do I have points in the paint points here? Remember, it was was like 12-2 or something, wasn't it? Like something crazy by Florida. We were getting killed by Florida points in the paint. And now we've completely flipped this. It is now even, 14-14. I wish you could do something where it had a slider where you could like go back in time to see how these values changed, but unfortunately you cannot. So but I'm pretty sure this was 12-2 points in the paint here. Duke is in the bonus here. We'll be at 1-1. But yeah, Boozer is just cleaning house at the moment. 14 points. Although kind of being matched on the other side by Haug here. He's 13. He's 6 of 8. Boozer is 5 of 7. 2 of 4 from 3. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds and assists. And he's got 16 minutes here. Gungba also with 8. He's got 2 threes. Like, if you told me that Gungba was going to have 8 points and 6 of them were going to be from threes, that's kind of crazy. I'm not sure I would have believed that one. It is nuts that both of our big men can step outside the 3-point line and hit threes. I mean, Isaiah Evans is 0 for 3. Like, the usual 3-point shooters have not hit them. And, like, suddenly the big men are the one hitting them. I mean, lucky for us, I suppose. Seth Greenberg says you have to double Cam Boozer. I mean, they can try. The SEC won 14-2 last year. Yeah, it was really bad. And we had the final. I'm pretty sure we had like the final game last year, right? It was like 14-1. And then, like, Duke played and won, and then it was, like, 14-2. And we're like, okay, well, at least Duke won. Yeah, that was against Auburn. That's right. All right, so we missed the free throw there. And Gungba, good defense on Boogie Fland as he can't hit it. And Chinyelu can't come down with a rebound, and it's out of bounds against Florida. And Duke will resume here with 3:04 to go and up by 11. These last 3 minutes, we cannot do what we did against Arkansas, where we basically let them back in the game in this final little stanza here before the half, and then like that first bit of the second half was also not good. We really need to close this in. Like, if anything, we got to extend the lead. Here's little pick and roll, and we've got a travel. All right. Well, as teams trade turnovers, double 20. Oh, almost a turnover there by Haug, being played by Sarr, and Gungba hits it off the backboard. Oh, goodness, that was almost goaltending. Not quite. I guess it wasn't called. Foster with 2. He's going to let that go in. Yeah. We may have gotten a call on that one. I guess Florida could have challenged it. No? Could Florida not have challenged that? I guess if you don't have possession, you can't. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul on Chinyelu. That's his second. That's an offensive foul. Very easy call there. Actually, I guess... Yeah, okay, that is definitely a goaltending call. I guess you can review this. Can you not give these points back to Florida? I wonder if you could. Oh, cannot be reviewed. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we got away with that one, so... That's a 4-point swing. If you double Cameron Boozer, he'll just finish through the double team. Or he'll just pass out of it. That's the thing. One of the two. Cam Boozer's just going to try to muscle his way in and will not be able to. Actually, that's the first time we've seen tonight Boozer fail on trying to get the shot up there, position in the shot up there. So he'll get called for a foul. That'll be his first. So good defense by Hanlogton. What a name, Han Logton. Boogie Flan trying to go up top for Ham Logden and almost traveled with it as Xavier Lee takes a 3 from the left side. Can't. Condon comes down with that one. Interior passing game. That shot from Han Logden was deflected from behind, I think, by Gungba. And the Gators just cannot buy one right now. He just cannot buy a shot. One-on-one, Boozer and Han Logden here. Han Logden had the better of him last time. Boozer will get the better of him this time. Finishes with the left. 16 for Boozer, and Duke extends the lead to 15. What a great finish so far. Under 1 minute to go. Careful, Florida, don't turn this thing over here. Xavier Lee trying to go left. Thought about the 3, almost gave it to Boozer. And Florida has 8 seconds as Boogie Flan is going to have to initiate offense from the Coach Court K Court logo, and the 3 from Boogie Flan goes in. Oh my goodness, that is a lucky one. Yikes. Oof. Chinyalu. What, 20 what, Herbert? Yeah. So Duke by 12. Oh, you wanted a 20-point spread. Oh, wow. That's, that is, yeah, that's ambitious. I mean, it could still be, like, right? So we'll see what happens in the second half. Kentucky and Carolina, again, one of those games that you hope that both teams could just lose. We'll probably have that. I'll probably just have that on later. Let's see what we've cooked up here for the final possession of the second half. Cross-court pass to Cam. We have Isaiah Evans and Caleb Foster. Darren Harris, so we got shooters out on the floor. Apparently, everybody can shoot the 3 at this point, even the big men. So, 2 up top, and Isaiah Evans, oh my gosh, a beautiful play there as the screen. As Boozer came in and set the screen, that was so well drawn up. Oh my gosh, as we have Condon and Gungba going into the stands here. That play was so well drawn up, Isaiah Evans just sailed it. 0.4 seconds here. I guess they can just catch and just like throw it up, but just deflect as long as we deflect the pass. Never mind. Okay, the 3 didn't go anyway. No, I definitely want Kentucky to win against Carolina because Duke didn't exist. I'd probably be a Kentucky fan. Oh, well, there you go, New Killer. If Duke didn't exist, yeah, if Duke didn't exist, we'd be in a very different world. So Duke by 12 at the half. Honestly, I'm not sure that could have gone much better. I'm not sure we could ask really for much more than a 12-point lead. We could have kept the 15-point lead, but like, anyway. Watch it. Hold on. I'm just listening to John. What do you say? They're valid. They were what? Oh, they were battling. They were battling. Okay. All right. So somebody wanted to know what the heck happened at how did Duke make the ACC championship? Okay. Here we go. So I want to see. Oh my God. Let's do it this way. Skylark says he loved that first half. I agree. I think it was, as John said, they were battling. They were battling. John slurring his words there. So, okay, there's something about the ACC football tiebreakers. So that made this very strange. So basically what happened, okay, here's the tiebreaker policy, but basically what happened is that Duke won, we won that last game. It was against, was it Wake? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was against Wake. So we beat Wake, and then Pitt lost. Pitt lost to Notre Dame. And then SMU lost later in the afternoon or later in the evening, rather, to Cal. And so the tiebreakers are like, but the thing is, and so that left you with a bunch of teams. That left you with a bunch of teams that were tied at 6-2. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 5 teams tied at 6-2. But like what ended up happening was, so the 2-team tie, or this is the 3 or more, so it's combined head-to-head win percentage among the tied teams if all tied teams are common opponents. So they're not, though, because Duke did not play some of these other teams. Like Duke did play Georgia Tech. We lost to Georgia Tech, actually. We did not play SMU. We did not play Miami, and I don't recall if we played Pitt. No, and we did not play Pitt. But we did lose to Georgia Tech, so that was like 1. So combined head-to-head win percentage among the tied teams if all tied teams are common opponents. So this one cannot go into effect because all the tied teams were not common opponents because Duke only ended up playing 1 out of the 1, 2, 3 out of the other 4. Otherwise, you would just like figure out who beat who. Okay, so that one doesn't work. So now we have to go to B. If all tied teams are not common opponents, the tied team that defeated each of the other tied teams, if all tied teams are not common opponents and no tied team defeated each of their teams, but a tied team lost, blah, 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 blah. This doesn't work either. If all tied teams are not common opponents, which they were not, the tied team that defeated each of the other tied teams. But that doesn't work either because there was no one team that beat everyone else. So you can't do that. And then the win percentage against all common opponents. And I'm not sort of sure how that one played out. But basically, it went all the way down. My understanding is that it went all the way down to E, the combined win percentage of conference opponents. So basically, Duke ended up playing the combined win percentage of the conference opponents. So you basically say Duke, so NC State, Syracuse, Cal, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Virginia, North Carolina, Wake. So how do you... So apparently the combined win percentage... So it's like... I mean, this is like PhD level stuff at this point. So it's like 4-4 NC State. And then you have Syracuse, which is like 1-7. So you're what? 4-4. So you're 5-11. Then you have Cal, who's another 4-4. So you're 9-15. Then it's Georgia Tech. Pretty good. That was 6-2. So you're 17. So you're 15 for 17 on that one. Then you get Clemson at a 4-4. So you're 19 for 21. Then you have Virginia, who's at the top, who's 7-1. So you get the fact that we played Virginia, I think, kind of helped the cause. So that's 26 for 22. And then North Carolina, that didn't help us. 28-28. And then Wake Forest at 4-4. So it's 32-32. So it's basically 500. Okay. And then if you look at one of the other ones, like you look at Miami, for example, I think this is how this works. Okay. So Miami, move them here. I'm just going to do one example because I think it gets too complicated. So Miami, Florida State, it's a rivalry game, so that's 2-6. Then Louisville is 4-4, so that's 6-10. So then Stanford is 3-5, so that's 9-15. So basically they're playing worse people. Then it's 6-2 SMU, so 15 for 17. Then Syracuse 1-7, which we also played, so that basically evened out. So 16 of 24. Then NC State, so 20 of 28. Then Virginia Tech. So Miami did not play Virginia, so that's like they don't get that boost. So 22 of, that's 2-6, 34. And then Pitt, which is 6-2, so that's 28-36. So you sort of get like, when you go down to this tiebreaker, you're just basically adding up Miami. The record of Miami's opponents was 28-36. The record of Duke's opponents was 32-32. And so, like, Duke's opponents had a better record. Therefore, they played the harder opponents, I guess, or the harder schedule, and won more of those games. And then you could just repeat this process with like Georgia Tech and SMU and Pitt, and you'd essentially come up with like, similar statistics. So it basically went all the way down to that, and like, it's kind of crazy. The bizarre part is that like there aren't really that many common opponents. Because, like, if you look at the win percentage against common opponents, like that third tiebreaker, you say, well, who's common between Duke and Miami? Okay, well, win percentage against all common opponents. Okay, so you basically say, okay, Florida State. No, so Duke, NC State, Syracuse. Okay, so Syracuse, NC State, That's common. These two are not. Florida State is not. Louisville is not. Virginia Tech and Pitt. Virginia Tech and Pitt are not common. Okay, so the only two common opponents between Miami and Duke are Syracuse and NC State, and both teams won. So they're 2-0, right? So like they're both teams are 2-0, so you have to keep going through the tiebreakers. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, it's wild that you get all the way down there. But like what I was saying, like the funny part about this one is if you get all the way to, I don't even know what the team tied with the highest ranking by the team rating score metric provided by Sports Source Analytics following the conclusion. This is so bizarre. I don't even know what this is. But this one, the participant shall be chosen by a draw as administered by the commissioner or the commissioner's designee. It's like literally we're going to pick a name out of a hat of the people that are left over, which is a hilarious way to define a championship game. We should just make this one the first one. Imagine a 9-5 Duke team getting into the college football playoff. I mean, it would be wild. Like what's funny about that one is that if you look at the current rankings, like if you just look at the rankings that were released earlier today, the rankings like they did such an interesting thing here where they literally left out like they were they had in the previous ones, in the one last week, they had Tulane and Virginia in here. And the fact that now Duke is into the championship game, they have completely scratched that from the from the whole like I don't know what you call this, projection, if you will. So like Tulane and UVA are gone from this thing, and they're just going to say conference champ 4 and 5, but like, and they're not going to say which conference champions it is, which is kind of crazy. The bizarre one is that like, yeah, everybody's saying like, okay, well JMU 11-1 team if they should win their thing, but JMU hasn't played anyone. Their strength of schedule is terrible compared to the Duke one. Now, I'm not saying that like, it's kind of a clown show if like Duke actually shows up into the college football playoff and has to go like, you know, the craziest one would be this. If somehow, and I don't think this is how it's going to work, but let's just say by some quirk here, okay, like Duke is 11 and has to play Ole Miss. And Ole Miss has now lost Lane Kiffin and their offensive coaching staff, and like they can't get it going. And somehow we actually win a game and have to go play Georgia. That would just be, and like we actually beat an SEC team and then have to go play Georgia in like the second round. That would just be one of the most hilarious outcomes I could ever imagine. Like complete chaos and just absolute hysteria. And I would totally be here for it. Like that is like, that's what we want to see. We want to see Duke in that 11 spot against Ole Miss and then go and beat Ole Miss in Oxford. Oh my gosh. That would be, Duke has a chance to make complete chaos for college football, and I'm here for it. I love that Duke could force the committee's hand to put them in the playoffs if everything goes right. It would be so interesting to me to be on the other side of the proverbial bid steal. It's like literally like you go in and you steal a bid. It's like the NCAA tournament, right? You come in and you just steal the bid. It's crazy. I would love to be on the other side of that. But yeah, Florida's 7'9" is definitely not transferring to Duke next year, Nick. It's not happening. No, I don't think we would take him. He hasn't even played in this game, to be honest. Also, if you're having such a hard time finding common opponents for a tiebreaker, perhaps this conference is way too big. Yeah, amen, Nick. That is the truth on that. I mean, all these conferences have just gotten way too big. It's like kind of like going back to the it was like my mom the other week pointed out. She's like, you guys don't play Miami this year because like we were looking to go to the game in Miami, and like the game would have been in Cameron anyway because we played in Miami last year. But like, and it would have been a big game because, well, especially if the game was in Miami, it would have been a bigger game because the Boozer twins are from Miami. So like ESPN would have made it like, I don't know, Big Monday or something. They would have done a whole pageantry around it. about like the Boozer Twins return home for like their home game in Miami or something like that, right? But yeah, like Duke does not actually play Miami, so you don't even basketball. Even you don't play the entire ACC, which is crazy. Which is crazy to me that we've got like the conference has gotten so big that even from the basketball standpoint, you don't play everybody, and that's kind of sad. Honestly, I don't like that. When Duke beats the snot out of Virginia to force their way in. I mean, guys, we've already gotten our butts kicked by Virginia at home. We lost 34-14. Like it was already a like maybe like we get them the second time, but like we did temper expectations because we did already get our butts kicked by Virginia once this year. I was catering the Duke game when Miami pulled off that miracle kick return. It was crazy. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Oh, were you catering in the tower? That's kind of cool. But also at the next time out, we'll check on the rest of the ACC. Early in the year, it was halfway through the year, man. It was not early in the year. It was like halfway through the year. All right, here we go. Picking it up here. Duke by 12. Let's see a really good first 4 minutes here from our boys. Hamenia back in, and the starters have just resumed here as Gungba trying to go in and could not get it to go. Hamenia comes down with an effort rebound. I mean, this kid is like, he hasn't gotten like really found his shot or found his scoring. Beautiful feed. Gungba to Isaiah Evans as Evans gets into box score. And Duke is trying to get Isaiah Evans going here as well tonight here in the second quarter. Second half rather. Too much football in my mind. 0 points in the first half for Isaiah Evans. And the Haug three is off. A one and done shot for Florida as Duke is ahead by 14 and looking for more. There, another feed there to Evans, who tried to do the same thing as before, but he couldn't even get that one up on the rim. I don't think it was deflected or anything. That's just unfortunate. Duke makes the playoffs. It's going to happen. I mean, the most hilarious outcome is the one the universe wants, so we're going to go with that. Xavier Lee, and now actually Condon going to go for three, and that's 2 missed 3-point shots right out of the gate for Florida. I'm not sure if I'm not sure that's the way Todd Golden drew it up in the halftime locker room to come out here and miss 2 threes off the rip. Many around the curl there, and now gets it to Boozer. Boozer going to go for 3. That shot looks good, but hits the back of the rim and rebound to the Gators. So aside from the Evans 2, the teams have been trading misses here, and Xavier Lee breaks the ice and hits a 3. As Lee, now that is his 4th point there. He's got 4. Boozer out to the outside. Hamenia thought about the 3. Now gives it back to Boozer, who puts the ball on the floor, and now going into Chinyelu. It's just Chinyelu versus Boozer one-on-one, and Boozer couldn't get that one to go. Chinyelu gets the better of it. Condon gives it outside to Boogie Fland, who had to give it up. Here's Haug. Oh, no, that reach in, man. Oh my gosh. Hamenia got a raw deal. Hamenia got a raw deal, man. All right. So opportunity here for the Gators, down 11. If they score, they can bring it back into single digits. Ooh, that was a hard screen by Chinyelu. Almost got a moving screen there, but the refs let them play. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Boogie Fan at the ACC. Boogie Flan there with 2. Lays it in with the right hand, and Florida has brought this down to 9. So a 5-0 run for the Gators. Boozer going to take 3. I'm not sure that these are like really the shots that we want. Like Florida kind of gave us a couple here early in the game or early in the second half by just kind of jacking a couple threes. And now we've kind of repaid the favor. And like, I mean, yeah, Boozer hit like 2 out of 3s at the start, but like We need a high percentage shot here, as Florida's brought this down to 7. So these first 4 minutes have really not gone the way we wanted. It does feel like a lot like the start of the first half. Here's a little touch by... Ooh, man, a touch by Foster doesn't go in anyway. All right, so Florida has an opportunity here to bring it down to 4 or 5. Gong and timeout. Timeout. Oh boy, here we go. Timeout. Yeah, the shot selection has not been great. Damn. Yeah, so Florida comes out, it goes on a 9-0 run. That is exactly what we did not need. Not what we wanted, boys. Not what we were looking for. I mean, look, we had held them to what? We had held them down to 24 points in that first half, which they were on pace basically for 50 in the game. They're a team that scores 85, right, on average. So basically we were holding them 30 points under their average. But yeah, the shots here in the second half just not falling right now. This will be a full timeout. Oh, scoreless in the last 3:22 and only one for our last 8. That is bad. Just the second. I wish I could just do the second half here. Okay, here's the second half. Yeah, it's right down here. 1 of 7. Ugh. 0 of 2. Yeah, no, not good. Not good. Isaiah Evans is the only one that has actually scored there, and we could have 4, but that one didn't go the way we wanted. You think there's something wrong with that rim? Maybe. I don't know. The rim has actually been pretty kind. There was that Gungba 3 at the in the first half that kind of bounced up and then bounced back in. Yeah. I mean, Florida was not going to go just like roll over and die, honestly. Like, right? Like defending national titles, ranked team. What in the world is happening? It is it's a Florida run here. I mean, Duke is we're very capable of going on our own run, right? We just need to like settle this out here. Settle this in. We're very good coming out of timeouts. Plays out of timeouts. Just got to get a bucket here and then just start playing some more defense and just start playing defense. Hamenia for Malik Brown. There you go. See? Have faith. Have faith here. Oh, that's Caleb Foster's going to foul Condon here. Tough. Oh, and we go right back to the timeout. Okay, so what we said we were going to do was check the other scores from the ACC SEC Challenge. Looks like Tennessee and Syracuse. Oh, wow, they are close down the stretch here. A&M Pitt also close down the stretch. Wow, Oklahoma and Wake also close down the stretch. And Virginia Tech and South Carolina. Wow, all these games are like 1 or 2 possession games. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay. That's a lot better than it was last year, where it was supposed to blowout, and the ACC just got completely wrecked. Huh. Miami, Ole Miss, Florida, UGA. Wow, Connecticut and Kansas. That's an interesting game. 5 versus 21. Oh, I think the Peterson isn't going to play this game either. This is UNC UK. Oh, this is an old one. Purdue is still number 1, I see. Oh, Arizona. Okay. Michigan, Duke. Michigan State. Well. Okay. All right. They are bad. Tim, we will definitely keep your mom in our prayers. The knee replacement surgery. I had someone in my family recently have that. Well, actually, I had multiple ones because they messed it up, if you believe that. That's crazy. So, yeah, that's definitely not fun. It's a bit of a rehab there, too. But I have also had family affected by that one. So I will make sure to keep them in my prayers tonight. Did you hear Seth? Yeah, Seth Trimble broke his arm and collar. But yeah, that was happened in practice actually a couple weeks ago. Yeah, hopefully all goes well in that one, Tim. Yep. All right, so what do we have at the? We've got Condon at the free throw line. Okay, 40-33, coming back from the under 16 timeout, resume play. Condon at the free throw line after the foul by Caleb Foster, and he misses the first. Foster fouled him as Condon was driving baseline. Ow. And Condon, 1 of 2. So Florida trails by 6. They trailed by as many as, I want to say, it was almost 15, was it not? Largest lead? Maybe 12. Florida going to a zone. Interesting here. A little wrinkle defensively. We saw Duke do this a couple times last year when we got down. I guess kind of forcing us to shoot. Oh my gosh. Mania, the pass to Isaiah Evans, no good. And then he dribbles it off his foot. And the door is open for Florida. Boy, we need our defense to really hold up here on this possession. This is going to tighten up real quick. This game is already a 6-point game. We don't need it to be a 3-point game. Chinyelu calling for it down low, but being well guarded by Malik Brown. And then Haug has to get it back to Lee. Lee thought about the 3. Does get Cam Boozer in the air, and the 3 is no good. Chinyelu does get the rebound and the putback because Cam Boozer was out of position. 4-point game. So the little change of pace there as Florida goes back to the man to, goes back to the man-to-man here. We got a man who's a Florida player down. Isaiah Evans has got to hit this three. No. Malik Brown with the rebound gets it back outside to Hamenya. Hamenya for three from in front of the Duke bench. Still can't hit it. Chinyalu gets the rebound. He's gotten both rebounds on defensive and offensive ends here. Howe goes in. We got a whistle. And Foster will pick up another foul. And Duke is just... it feels like Duke is like Florida from the first half right now. Duke cannot hit anything. Can't hit from the outside. Can't hit from the inside. It's exactly what happened to Florida when Duke got out on its on this big run. As Howe goes to the free throw line here. Oh boy, the tension in Cameron is going to start ratcheting up too. Hamenya out, Cam out, Foster out. 3 fouls for Foster. Yeah, we got to you know what? Look, Arkansas came out of the halftime locker room swinging too, and then we took the punch and we responded. And Haug makes both, so we're back down to a 2-point game. Man. We're going from up 12 to up 2. Florida has eaten into 10 points of the lead. Malik Brown to Evans, who just cannot get it going so far tonight. Evans trying to go there. Finally, he gets it nice off the backboard, off the dribble penetration. Isaiah Evans. Now we need some defense here. The defense has really let us down. Florida has scored 14 points in the first 6 minutes. They scored 24 in the entirety of the first half. Oh, Condon gets it blocked from behind. Nice. Yeah, that's legit. Isaiah Evans gets the block, actually. Florida has to inbound from the baseline. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Haug being guarded by Gungba. Haug trying to go around the Condon screen. Haug leaves it short. And that'll be out of bounds on Florida. So Duke by 4 with an opportunity here. Get this rolling again. Come on, get a bit of momentum. Isaiah Evans has 4 points here in the second half, which is the entirety of the Duke scoring. That's literally it. Not even Boozer has scored. Gumbo gonna go one-on-one here. Oh, nice bounce pass to Malik Brown. Yes! Malik Brown, a little big-to-big action there. Duke by 6. Ratchet up the defense again. Let's go, boys. Come on. Yeah, the Gungba's passing has been really good, actually. Boogie Flan for 3, no. Ooh, wow, Condon jumps in there, and we got a foul? Honestly, I thought Condon flying in there was a bit of a... was the foul, but... I don't know. So, Malik Brown with 3. I guess Cam's going to have to come back in. Looking at the score sheet here. Yeah, Duke with 4 fouls in the second half. And Florida with none. What is Florida challenging? Oh. It's whether this should be a flagrant 1. What? No. No. No, this is Malik Brown is going for the ball. He's basically as a tie-up. He actually never makes contact with Condon's face. From that camera angle, actually. Never makes contact here. This is not this is not a flagrant. This I don't understand how this can be flagrant. So that's clearly a foul. Oh. Wow, they're definitely gonna call this flagrant, but it's not the right call. That is just it's a terrible call. That is not a flagrant foul, man. Wow. Todd Golden's asking a lot. I mean, he would have gotten the free throws anyway. Or maybe not, actually. What you don't want to have happen here is for the he only goes 1-2. You don't want to have the game pivot on this, right? Like there can be a lot of times when like there can be times when a flagrant really shifts the momentum of a game in one direction or the other. I mean, the momentum is already kind of going in the way of the Gators, given like that they're basically just chewed up a lead from like 12 to now 5. So like, oh, yeah, damn it. So, like, here's this 50-50 ball that basically, goes the way of the Gators, and they come out with a 3-point possession. Like, we should... Oh, and here's Boogie Fland, who just steals it from Caden Boozer and can't come up with it. And so there's another 2, right? So, like, now it's a 1-point game. So, basically, you just gave... That's 5 points right there. That's 5 points right there, right? Like... So the entire thing pivoted on a 3-point possession and then a steal. Isaiah Evans going to try to get and 1. Nicely done. That's the answer. And that's the answer that we needed right there is Isaiah Evans. So Isaiah Evans now with 8 has really come on strong here in the second half. Oh my God. The free throws, man. Oh, the brutality of the free throw. We are 50% from the line. Just, okay. 3-point game. Nice. Get in the passing lane by Dame Sarr. That's brilliant. That was brilliant. Deny the interior pass. Well done here. Up top, baby. Let's go. Isaiah Evans pays it back to Gungba. Duke's got to get back in transition, though. Oh, my God. They just knocked Boozer over, and Howe comes flying in. There was no charge? Is Florida calling a timeout? Wait a sec. How? Wait a sec. So Boozer just like what? How is this not a charge? Damn it. Damn. I don't understand how that's not a charge. I thought Boozer was well in position for that. I mean, he was set. Boozer was set. Let's. They got away with that one. That should have been a charge. Boozer was for sure in possession. In position, his foot was not in the restricted area. Ugh. Well, we have a 3-point game here with, I guess, a foul on Duke. No, actually, sorry. The jumper was good. But why? Who blew the whistle? Oh, Florida called the timeout. Oh. Of course the official got booed. Like, what do we think? This is Cameron. Like, what are we thinking, man? Like, for sure. All right, so Duke ball here, up by 3. This was the point in the first half that Duke actually started pulling away. We got to see what if we're just gonna go sort of blow for blow here. First to 70 wins. I honestly think we can pull away, but that call screwed it up. Yeah, that call did screw it up. Yeah, that was not good. Okay, here we go. Duke by 3. Need a good possession. Let's go. Okay, so Florida back in the zone. That gave us problems. We turned it over last time that happened. But now, yeah, no, they're still in the zone. Boozer's got to get it going. He has yet to score here. Gets inside. Ooh, can't get it. Gets his own rebound. And we have a foul going up. So Cam Boozer's effort there gets him to the free throw line. It's Condon. That'll be his second. Yeah, Boozer has yet to score here in the second half. It's been all Isaiah Evans, honestly. Isaiah Evans, Gongbo, Malik Brown. That's it. Get the first. Yeah, because what we have 12 points, 8 from Evans, 2 from Gongba, 2 from Brown. There's your 12, yeah. And it makes them both. Nicely done to actually hit some free throws. Duke by 5. Let's go. Come on. Defense, boys. Defense. Lock in. Oh, Boogie Flan from 3. Long. Long and off. Offline. All right. This is the opportunity right here. We are up 5. This is it. Break it. Oh. Come on, Isaiah Evans. Oh, we steal it right back. Sar over to Evans. Evans for 3 for redemption? No. Kick it back outside, and Foster saves it. Oh, my goodness. He's in a bit of trouble, though. Oh, my gosh. We get a Gungba, and it'll be over and back. We could have just called timeout. Wow. Okay, I don't even know what happened that possession. Did we just turn it over twice in the same possession? I guess Florida did, too, but... both teams playing hard. Okay. Well, that was the opportunity squandered, so we'll have to start over, I guess. Klavzar in the game now. He hit his first 3, but has been quiet since. That kind of really propelled Florida a bit there in the first half, gave him a little spark, but hasn't really done much since. So here we are. Chinyulu at the top of the key, being sort of guarded loosely by Cam Boozer, and here's Haug, and Haug drops off, and now we got Haug again. Gungba just denies him, and a block on Haug. Like Gungba. Get back outside. There you go. Up top. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say about that miss alley-oop right now. I don't even know what to say, man. I'm just so disappointed as Florida throws it in the Cameron Crazy section, man. You know what? Thank you. Thank you for saving us from ourselves, Florida, for that turnover. Both teams with 10 turnovers, man. They're just obliging. Come on. I mean, like, we need a bucket here, boys. Like, come on. Like, I guess that was like a flashy play, but like... Ay. Caleb Foster for Cam Boozer. Boozer on Chinyulu. Boozer one-on-one. Boozer, oh yeah. Just get yourself fouled. Go to the free throw line. Get it done here. Let's go. Come on. I don't care how you score. As long as you score. What's up, bud? You still hungry? I have to go buy food after this. Now Todd Golden's yapping here. Okay, all right, Cam. All right, I see the free throw shooting. I guarantee you that Kentucky-Carolina game is not starting at 9:30. 2 of 2 at the free throw line again. He's hit his last 4. Let's go. All right, Shire wants everybody on their feet. Duke by 7. This is right now because you can get a stop, and it's Cam Boozer with the steal. Boozer going coast to coast with the slam. Oh, he just plays it in, actually. Duke by 9, and here's the run. Florida has to be careful because the Cameron Crazies are getting back into this game. Cam Boozer's going to do it as just a one-man wrecking ball right now. He's got the last 6 points for the Blue Devils, and that's basically the run. Great defense by Darren Harris, actually, off the bench. Haug for 3. Wow, what a silencer. Oh, my goodness. Thomas Haug. Yikes. Duke by 6. Wow, that was a big shot. That was a big shot. You felt like it was getting away from the Gators, man. And Haug just delivered there. Foster for 3. Oh, not quite. Oh. Klavzar. Oh. Wow, man. Back-to-back 3-pointers for Florida. That is brutal. We were about to extend, man. It It was Duke by 9. Now it's 3. Crazy. Get it back outside. Cam Boozer for 3. No, we can't hit anything. Harris with an effort rebound there. Saves the possession for Duke. What a big offensive board. We got to score on this. Yeah, here's Boozer here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Darren Harris. Oh, no! Oh, Darren Harris was about to put up 3, and he dribbles it off his foot. Or he just loses the handle. Ah. That is so disappointing for Darren Harris, honestly, because like he made a great effort play to get the offensive rebound on that possession, and you're like, come on, kid, we're rooting for you to finish that possession off. He was about to put up a 3. If he had scored it, it would have been massive. It would have been offensive rebound plus the 3, Duke up by 6. And instead, it's just a turnover. Oh. Oh, man. Man. That's really tough. Yeah, it's like he put the effort in there, but he wasn't rewarded for it. It's just so unfortunate. Oh, man. Well, it looks like Syracuse is going to hang on for a 62-60 win. It says end of second, but I guess it's final. So Syracuse gets the better of Tennessee as the ACC draws first blood in the challenge here. Full scoreboard. And it looks like Oklahoma is pulled away from Wake Forest, so that will go the way of the SEC. Miami and Ole Miss are now underway, as is Florida, Georgia and Florida State, Missouri and Notre Dame as well. Virginia Tech gets the better of South Carolina by 3 on the road. It's a good win for Virginia Tech, actually. Their first win away, first road win. This is 86-83. A&M pulled away from Pittsburgh, so we are 2-2. Yeah, we're going to be 2-2 here with Florida. So the ACC already has as many wins against the SEC as it did all of last season. And in the first little stanza here. Yeah. Thanks, Dan Schulman. I just said that. Where were we? It was a TV timeout. What did we do? Oh, that's right. Darren Harris fouled and turned the ball over. Okay. Florida with the ball and a chance to tie. Man. Here we go. So Duke by 3. Howe gives it away to Klavzar. Klavzar for 3. Oh, it's blocked by Evans! Whoa, what a huge block. Deflected it. That was huge. All right, we need to convert here. Let's go. Come on, boys. Convert. Malik Brown, are we going to look for a little slip to the basket? We got a Cam Boozer's going to want the pick and roll. There was the pick. Now we're rolling with Chinyalu. Boozer can't get it. Gets his own rebound. You're going to try to go up again. Cam Boozer will not be denied a second time. Duke by 5 with 7 to go. Man, this game is going to come down to the wire. It just has that feeling, man. Condon thought about the 3. Clavsar now has it. It's Isaiah Evans now on Condon. It's not really the switch we wanted, but so far we're denying the ball in there, and still now they switch back. All right, so now things have sorted out down there, down low in the post. Lee and shot clock violation? No, actually Florida gets it back. It looks like we're a little confused about what to do here. They're going to get Gungba for a foul. Wow. We go from being able to close out the defensive possession to getting a foul called on us. That is brutal, man. Florida's going to have another chance. God. That was bad. So Florida will get a 3rd crack at it. All right, anybody out there nervous, y'all? Are we nervous yet or what? Boogie Fland being guarded by Foster. Fland's had a quiet night. He's got 7. Haug thought about 3. Denied. Boogie Fland from way downtown. All right, wait, how is that not a foul on 3? What? Florida has another chance at it. Wait a sec, you just called us for the exact same thing. How is that not a foul on Hamlogton on the rebounding action? What? Okay, it's definitely a foul on Gungba. Like, fine. But, like, Florida has... Oh, well, actually, he got ball first. Should have been a block, actually. Okay, now if there should be a flagrant assessed on Haug? Interesting. All right. I'm nervous when my team plays in any sport. Wait, so, okay, I didn't really see if there should be a flagrant on Haug. Okay, let's, I was not looking for that. I was actually looking at the Gungba deflection, which actually, he does get ball before he gets foul's arm. So, but Gungba did go to the floor rather rough. So let's see. All right. Oh, I see. Haug with the left elbow, with the left forearm, hits Gungba in the face. Okay. Is it really still a foul when you get the ball first? Right, so by the letter of the law, this should be a flagrant 1. It is contact to the head or neck area. Okay, he cannot swipe even in that position, but he does get the ball. He gets the ball before he gets Haug's arm. Is that not legit? Is it still a foul if you hit the guy's arm and he no longer has control of the ball? Hey, fair is fair, boys. You got to call this both ways. To me, it shouldn't. Which one, Skylark? The flagrant or the common foul? Haug needs a flag. Okay. No, it's not a flagrant 2. It's just... Okay. Looks like Shire likes the outcome of this one more than he likes the outcome of the last one. Possession error to the Gators, by the way. Okay, so does Haug still shoots, right? It'll be 2 shots for Duke that anyone can shoot. Wow. Also, the dude with the gator on the trident is brilliant, by the way. All right, so Haug hits 2. So I guess Caleb Foster is going to go to the free throw line to take 2 for us. So I guess we can trade, and then we'll get possession, which we were going to get anyway. Oh, no, Isaiah Evans is going to go to the free throw line. Okay. All right, 7 of 11, now 8 of 12 for Duke. All right, Isaiah Evans gets them both. So we trade. So we just trade. We trade 2 points. We're back to 5. Duke has possession. Resume. 5:51. Florida bringing a full court press, actually. Caleb Foster's got to bring this over. Does Florida bring the trap? Careful, careful. Oh, Miss is retaining their offensive coordinator? No, that's good for them. Duke by 5. Shire really trying to call out the play here. Isaiah Evans puts it on the deck. Gets it to Boozer, who also puts it on the deck. Back to Evans. 4 seconds on the shot clock here. Evans gets in. Nice Euro step. Oh, we can't finish it. Gungbo with a huge rebound. Get it back outside to Evans. Evans for 3. No. Gungba again! Gungba for 2. No, Malik Brown actually is fouled. Oh my goodness. Gungba just is the motor guy tonight, man. That is 2 offensive rebounds in the same possession. I mean, to be fair, we should not be missing this many shots. But anyway. Wow. Isaiah Evans, that 3 needed to go down. But I guess I'll take it. Oh, I guess now Gungba will take the free throws. Oh. I got it. Oh. It's painful. The missing of the free throws is so painful. Ah, 1 and 2. Duke by 6. Florida, though, has proven itself very capable of hitting threes and getting right back into this game, though. Was the line 8.5? You're just under it right now. I mean, this is like essentially where you thought the game was going to be played. Within 1 possession of the spread. 8 seconds on the shot clock here as Boogie Flan tries to go around. Deflected by Isaiah Evans again. I think Isaiah Evans has like 2 blocks. 5. Isaiah Evans has 5 blocks? And Gungba has 5 blocks. Duke has 10 blocks, and it's those 2. Oh, my goodness. Timeout Florida? Timeout Florida. Whew. Timeout Gators. Oh, man, it's going to go down to 35. So Duke by 6. Florida called the timeout. 4:47 to go. We still have the under 4 timeout here. Though this stats kind of will tell the story, right? We got rebounding here. Where's the rebounding? Okay, I don't have the rebounding on. The rebounding here is Florida is out rebounding Duke by 8 and plus 9 on the offensive boards. Crazy. Here, Florida with an opportunity here. Oh my gosh. Condon just spins right around Malik Brown and finishes Duke by 4. That's all right. Just go get it back, guys. He just gave him baseline. This guy was wide open when I got cleared out when the inbounder came in. Caleb Foster really wants to get it into Gungba here. Now we do. So 4:22 to go. Outside, Cam Boozer puts it on the deck. Chinyalu versus Cam Boozer. 5 seconds. Cam with no step back. No. That step back jumper was way short, man. Door open here for the Gators. Door open for the Florida Gators. Boogie Flan. Oh my God, that shot went. Wow, man, that was crazy. I didn't think that shot had a chance. It was such a bizarre arc. Wow. Well, Duke by 2. Say first to 70 wins, but it might be 65 the way that this is going here. Cam Boozer picked up his dribble. Chinyalu steals it. Boozer gets it back, and Duke retains possession somehow. That was crazy. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Shire telling him to go. Cam Boozer for 3. No, he just can't hit the 3. Malik Brown gets it out of bounds, and that'll be the TV timeout. The three-pointer has left us here in the second half, man. 0 of 9. 5 for 14 in the first half, 0 of 9 in the second half. And Florida has gone 3 of 11 from 3, and they hit 3 of 16. So they hit 3 in each half, but we have not hit a single three-pointer here in the second half. It is bad. Cam Boozer 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. I'm not sure we really want that in the stat sheet, man. You were hot at the beginning, but 2 of 8 from 3 for Cam Boozer. He's got 24 points, but this dude should be doing damage inside, right? It's all these misses from beyond the arc. It's why? Put on the deck, drive, go get fouled. This is a 2-point game here, guys. Duke's defense is going to have to win it because the offense is just fallen off here in the second half. I mean, Evans has gotten 10. Gungba with 11. So we got 3 3 scores in double figures. Foster's only got 6. He's 2 of 7. That's not great. We really don't want to lose this one. It's just going to be so close, man. No threes. I mean, I suppose you can let them tie it with a 2, but wow. 3:30 to go. I mean, it's going to be the team. If some team can get a double up, they can get a score, stop, score, and you can go up by 6 or something. That would be huge. Man, this is so... This is so tight. Yeah, we really do need to stop forcing the threes. I feel the same. The threes just feel really forced. They not only feel forced, they feel settled, man. I actually don't really know if this has been Herbert. I think the first half was actually really good. We have not really put together a good second half. It's been look, We held Florida to 20. Like defensively, we held Florida to 24 points. We've given up in the first half. We've given up 33. Right? Like, it's one thing for the offense to not work, but it's another thing for the defense to also fall apart. And like, I feel like the defense has just kind of let us down here in the second half. But like at some point, like, you know, we also have like 5 blocks. So like here with Gungba, like, it's so tough. Florida inbounding, 3:29 to go. Play it out, boys. Here we go. Boogie Flan being guarded by Foster has to get it up to Haug. I think we just want this not in Haug's hand. Somebody who's not Haug to take this here. A block by Malik Brown, and he saves it! Oh, what a huge play! All right, with 3 minutes to go, we're up by 2. Put it on the deck and just take it into... Wow, pickpocketed from behind. Just Cam Boozer just waited too long. He had to like just take it right into Chinyelu. Like he just, yeah. He gave plenty of opportunity for Clavsar to just come up and like get him here. Boogie Fland ties the game. Damn it. It's just all Florida right now, man. The go-to guy is obviously Cam Boozer, but we feel like it needs to be somebody else is going to have to hit the big shot. Like, here's Caleb Foster. Gets it back to Gungba. Do not take the 3 here. 7 seconds. Boozer. Boozer for 3 again. Oh, Boozer hits it this time. Oh, we got it. Oh my. Wow. Wow. That is not the way. That is the first 3 we have hit all half. And it comes from Cam Boozer, who breaks the tie. John Shire calls timeout to set up the defense. What a big shot. 27 for Boozer. Wow. They called the timeout to set up the defense. We still have one. There were 2. We had 2 anyway. Like, it's fine. It's fine. You call the timeout. You set up the defense. You need a stop here. You need to stop at a bucket because you basically have to break. You have to break the game open right here. You have to break Florida right here. What you end up having to do is you end up having to play defense for basically the whole shot clock, right? You have to stop Florida, and then you can take this down to a minute game, up 5 if this goes correctly. It's 1:57 and 18 on the shot clock here. It's Fland being guarded by Gungba, and Fland is going to go to the right. Fland is going to take it in for the score. Okay, so 61-62 as Boogie Fland has their last 4 points for the Florida Gators. A 1-point game here in Cameron with 90 ticks left. Boozer being guarded by Chinyelu. He puts it on the deck. He drives right into the body of Chinyelu and he scores! Boozer has got the last 5 for the Blue Devils, who are now up 3. With 70 ticks, and Boozer almost steals it again. Oh, they're going to call a foul! Come on! That is not a foul. Oh, God, man. I would be upset too. It's a 1-and-1 for Rick Condon. I mean, he could miss it. And it goes. 71 seconds left. We just need to keep scoring, man. Just got to keep scoring. No, it's his second. It's Boozer's second. Just keep scoring, guys. Whatever you can. If he misses this free throw, you cannot give Florida the offensive rebound. Well, he hits it anyway, so 2. All right, so Duke by 1. Foster bringing it up the floor. Will Florida come and try to trap at the top? They will. Okay, no, Duke breaks it. As we tick under 1 minute here, you could bring it down to about 40 seconds. You have a 2-for-1 effectively. So if you play this out, you would have the final shot of the game. 8 seconds now. Oh my God, no. Gungba's going to take a 3. No, that is not the shot! What was that? What was that? Oh my God, Boogie Flame is about to... Yeah. Wow. Timeout. What was that shot? Why? We just got... Oh my God, we got married to the 3. From the wrong players. A Gungba 3 inside a minute? Are you kidding? That is not this. That is a horrific shot. Why? Of course Boogie Flam was going to hit that 3. Of course. God. You're winning the game for the entire game until the last 40 seconds. And just gave it away by taking a terrible shot. Now we're going to have to start fouling. Yeah, we have not played smart at all, man. The free throw shooting percentage has also come back to bite us here because it is what, 10 of 15. It's not great. That last shot is awful. We've been B Raven. I don't understand. I just don't understand how that's the shot. If anything, put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket. Why? I don't get it. That was that was so bad. I mean, I think you have to go back to Boozer here. Well, there are 5 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Isaiah Evans is going to put up a 3 and hit it! Oh my goodness! And here comes the finale. No foul. Do not foul him. Great defense. It's in the hands of Boogie Fland. But Fland is going to... Oh, and Fland dribbles it off his foot! Oh, and Caleb Foster comes up with the steal! What defense by the Duke Blue Devils as Isaiah Evans hits the biggest shot of Duke's season so far. And Foster with the defense. Evans with the offense. Foster with the defense. What a shot. Oh, Boogie Fland dribbles it off his right shin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Captain Kinnigan, such a good game for Pat, and then the boneheaded shot. So Duke has to inbound the ball because we're not actually in the 1-on-1. That was only Florida's 6th foul. And Florida does have the possession arrow. If Florida were to tie this up, they would regain possession. And apparently Todd Golden, they're telling him to move. Okay. Running the action here, get it to Foster, and that's a foul. Immediately, yeah. 1 second on the clock. All right, it's only a 1-1. Gotta hit these free throws, man. You gotta hit these free throws. We have not shot the free throw line well. It has not been good. It is only 10 of 15 for the night. Has Caleb Foster taken any free throws? He's 1 of 2. Review that one for those hostile acts. Oh my God. All right, and like, look, like this is if we think that this game is tight, like we still have the game on Saturday, guys. So like, if you're new here, welcome. All the regulars have been in chat. I appreciate everybody. You all have been great. Boogie Flan fouled Caleb Foster, so Foster will go to the free throw line. They're just reviewing the clock for time. They're going to put some more time back on the clock here. It should be a couple more tenths here. And if you're new here, join us on Saturday. Come back and join us on Saturday for the Michigan State game. This is 1.9. Wow. That is a lot. All right, you got to make the first one, right? You got to make this first one, or else Florida's going to have a run out here, and they're going to be able to put up a half-court shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, they're going to beat us at the buzzer. They're going to beat us at the buzzer, man. All you have to do is hit the free throw. This feels like a buzzer beater. By the way, here's your trivia. The last buzzer beater in Cameron was by Florida State in 2012. Okay? I was there for it. So it was another Florida school that beat us at the buzzer. It was a 3 from the right corner. Yeah, you just, as Jay Billis is saying, you cannot allow Florida to catch this cleanly. You definitely want to guard the inbound. I would put Malik Brown on the inbounder. Let's see what Shire wants to do here, but I would put Malik Brown on the inbounder. 1.4 seconds. This is like Gordon Hayward stuff right here. This is the end of that 2010 championship. Yeah, okay, he is going to put Malik Brown on the inbounder. I was right, because they have Hauk here inbounding. Or Malik Brown is not going to guard anyone? No. He should. They're going to try to get it all the way down the court. Wow, okay, well, that's going to be an interesting one. All right, so yeah, Malik Brown on the inbounder. This is the right call by Shire here. This is how you want this set up. Caleb Foster needs to deny from Boogie Fland. And it was deflected! That's exactly it! That's the play! Got it. Let's go! You love it when a good plan comes together. And that is why you subscribe to this channel. For those kinds of calls. Nailed it! Wow. How well do we know our Blue Devils, man? That's how well we know it. Brilliant. What a win. Wow. That was an anger play for Brown. Yeah, that was him getting back at Haug for the flagrant. That wasn't a flagrant. Wow. Duke by 1. It is crazy, though, that, like, credit to the Gators, they were able to get back in this game. Like, this was about to be a rout. This was about to be a rout. And then Florida just came right back in, and, wow. That was crazy. Holy moly. Yeah, they need to, like, shoot free throws till they pass out. Yeah, I agree. 1,000 free throws, my guys. 1,000 free throws between now and Michigan State. Whew. What a shot by Isaiah Evans, man. So clutch. Whew. I hope somehow UNC and Kentucky lose. Okay. Wow, crazy. I don't know what Florida fans would be mad about, like, losing, but, like, wow, it was, like, really close. I mean, Boozer with 29 points. Crazy. 11 for Gungba, 13 for Evans, none bigger. You know what? Isaiah Evans went 1 of 8, but that one was the one we needed. So we'll take it. This free throw shooting is horrific. It needs to improve. Unreal. Yeah, this whole, like, this is crazy. We also got beat on the glass. I really don't like that. Florida was really good on the glass in the second half. Really good on the glass in the second half. All right, 2 other big games. There's obviously UConn and Kansas are playing, and then Kentucky UNC. I got to go make dinner. I'm starving, man. It's like 9 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet. So I got to go shop. I got to actually go get stuff, go get food. So I got to go do that. Thank you very much, y'all. I'm going to go see y'all on Saturday for the Michigan State game. And then we'll preview the ACC championship. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Please drop a sub if you haven't. Yeah, we pulled. Oh, that was a stressful game. That was a lot of fun. I'll see you all on Saturday. It'll be Saturday morning, actually. I believe it's a noon tip-off, if I'm not mistaken. And then we'll go from there. All right. Stay safe, everybody. And as always, go Duke. Good night.